Okay, so you have there 45 times 6 minus, you have 330 divided by 7 times 1, and then minus, you have 330 over 7 times 13. Okay, next, after having that, divided by, you have there 6 over the square root of 37 times 12. Sorry, that should be here, times 12. Okay, so basically you have an answer which is, let's take it in the decimal form, that is 32. Right here, that is negative 32.9483 kilo. Sorry, that is not in kilonewton, that is pounds. Okay, next is, since that one is negative, then you can conclude that CE here is 32.9483 pounds. That is in compression. Your assumed direction there is tension, correct? Your assumed direction is tension. Your answer is negative, so therefore it is compression. Okay? Now, if you would transfer to the next, to your next section, which is the upper section, okay? If you would transfer there, then, or you can either retain your direction. With every action, there's an equal but opposite reaction, so that would be pointed on the downward direction. Okay, but it would be still negative. Okay, now if you were to correct the direction wherein that should be under compression, then you should take the positive value. Okay, so next section, para makuha na natin yung value ng EJ, you can pass your section here. Okay. Ayan. So, mukha na siyang parang nakita ko to kagabi. Okay, never mind. Okay, so if you pass your section there and then you take the upper part. Okay? Take the upper part, it would look something like this. Okay? Look something like that. Okay, so let me correct this one. This should be 8 feet. Yan. Oops, I'm sorry. You're taking the lower section. So basically, you should remove this. Ayan. Ang dami ko nang mali-mali sa vlog ko, no? Anyhow, I think that can be edited. There you go. Okay? So, if we have now the calculated value for CE, okay, going back, CE there is 32.49. If I were to get the correct, if I were to utilize the correct answer or correct sign, that would be under compression. So, let's say that this one is on this direction. So, that would be CE. Okay? Next, we don't know the direction for this one. Let's just assume that it is tension. That is your EJ. Next is this one. Let's denote this one as FJ. And then this one is, we have DF. Okay, so we take moment at point F, as we have discussed earlier. We take moment at point F. You have already an identified value for CE, which is, what is that again? That is 32.9483. Okay? Okay, next. Before anything else, your EJ is inclined, so therefore, your pitch is again needed. Okay? So, if you were to check the pitch, going back to this particular diagram. Okay, this one is 6. Okay? This one is 6, so the vertical there is 6. We know that this distance is from this point to this point is halfway of 8. So basically, this one to this one is 4. And then plus 1, that would be what? 5. Correct? So you have here 6 as your vertical, 5 as your horizontal. Then your slope here or your pitch would be, you have 6 vertical, 5 horizontal, square root of, you have 6 square is 36, 5 square is 25, square root of, wait lang, 25 plus 36, you have 61. Okay, so 61. Okay, so you can now take summation moment. Summation moment, wait, let's bring back the memories. Okay, so you would be needing this later on. So if you try to project that, that one is 1. Okay, correct. So here, if I were to project this, that one is 1. Correct, because from that point to that point, that would be 3. Okay. Okay, so you have here summation moment at point F is equal to 0. Let's take positive clockwise. Okay, on the clockwise direction would be who again? Wait, let's bring this back. That is 6 5, and then previously you have there 1 6. You would be needing the components for this one also. So if we were to have the pitch for the other one, let's just place it here such that it won't be crowded. Just place it there. That is 1 horizontal, 6 vertical. You have 1 horizontal, 6 vertical, square root of 37. Okay, so taking your moment now, you're now ready to proceed. Okay, summation moment at F, positive clockwise. On the clockwise direction, you have vertical component of CE. Now CE here can be projected or can be expressed in terms of its component. You have the vertical component here, horizontal component here. Okay, so basically you can have the horizontal component to be collinear with F. Same is true with EJ. EJ can be expressed in terms of its vertical and horizontal component. Horizontal component is collinear with F. Okay, so they do not have or they do not produce any moment. So you would have here now CE times vertical component. What is the vertical component? That is 6 over the square root of 37. Lever arm for that one. So again, this one is 1. Next, plus 8 plus 1. So that would be 10. Okay. Next is you have next clockwise. Do you have another clockwise? So that is the first clockwise. Counterclockwise is EJ. You have also 25. So we go now to counterclockwise. Minus. First you have EJ. EJ, vertical component for EJ that is 6 over the square root of 61. Lever arm is the same. That is also 10. Okay. Horizontal component does not produce any moment. Next is minus 25. Lever arm for 25 with respect to F is 6. That would be equal to 0. Okay? So, with EJ as your only unknown, transpose it to the other side of the equation, substitute value, you have here EJ times 6 over the square root of 61 times 10. That now is equal to CE, that is 32 rather, 0.9483 times 6 over the square root of 37 times 10, okay, and then minus 25 times 6. So therefore EJ is equal to, that would be 32.9483 rather, times you have 6 over the square root of 37 times 10 close parenthesis minus 25 times 6 divided by 6 over the square root of 61 times 10. So you would have an answer of 22.7799 pounds. So that one is positive. So therefore, you can conclude that EJ is 22.7799 pounds tension. Okay, so that ends the last example for methods of section. I hope you understand. If you have any queries, just write it down in the comment, and then I'll do my best to answer your question. Don't forget to subscribe, and then good luck to your upcoming quiz. Okay? So, nakakamiss magturo sa blackboard, nakakamiss makipagkwentuhan, nakakamiss manakot ng estudyante. Goodbye.